Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020 in his second season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Taken in at the 11. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former 7th-round pick from FIU at quarterback. It's Alex Magoo.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 11 carries, 54 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. To throw is Magoo. Steps away. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing here, Magoo. Flushed out right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Detroit! Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Magoo. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Magoo. Buying time to his left. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Magoo back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And it'll be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Herbert's throw there complete to Myers. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Swings this out for Hunt. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one taken in by Cephas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert on the right side, open is Gesicki. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert throwing again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Colin Kaepernick has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. B.C. Johnson leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. A peek at Alex Magoo and the rest of his crew gearing up to take the field. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they?
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Kelce, 79 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Marr on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Dancing to his left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And I think the ball's out. It is picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run again with Hunt. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
And that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 29. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove. And what are the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Herbert. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Herbert. That one is caught by Hunt. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert now. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he completes it to Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They run right side with Hunt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert, desperation time. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
6 yards left on second down.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Lions,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will get a home game next